Hello everyone, in this lecture we are discussing properties of modulus. So first property is, okay, we know always distance is what? Either greater than or equal to 0. So modulus is what? Distance only. So we can say that modulus of any complex number z is always greater than or equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0 कब होगा? Modulus z equal to 0 if z equal to 0. Otherwise modulus of z is always greater than 0. Okay, except z equal to 0, we'll get modulus z is always greater than 0. Second property is, see, real part of z is always greater than or equal to minus of modulus z and less than or equal to modulus z. Similarly, imaginary part of z is always greater than or equal to minus of modulus z and less than or equal to modulus z. Okay, see, equal to when we'll get when imaginary part is 0. Okay, and here also equal to we'll get when real part is 0. Okay, third property is very simple, that is z bar equal to modulus z square. Okay, if you want to do proof of this one, what you will do, z equal to alpha plus eta beta, then you can find out z bar. So z bar क्या होगा? Alpha minus eta beta. Okay, so from here z bar is what? Alpha square plus beta square. This will come. And what is modulus z? Modulus z is what? Root over real part square. Real part is what? Alpha. So alpha square plus imaginary part square. Imaginary part is what? Beta. So beta square. Okay. So from here alpha square plus beta square is what? Modulus z square. So if you put here, what will come? Z bar equal to modulus z square. This is property number 3. Next is what? Property number 4. According to fourth property, if I take modulus of z, this is equal to modulus of z bar. This is equal to modulus of minus z. This is equal to minus of modulus of z bar. Okay, here all are equal. Okay, so this is your fourth property. Next property is what? Property number 5. In this one, if we have modulus of z1 into z2 into z3 and so on into zn. Okay, this one we can separate as modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into modulus of z3 and so on into modulus of zn. Okay, we can separate modulus. Next property is property number 6. In this one, modulus of z1 divided by z2. This one also we can separate as modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2. Okay, where z2 should not be equal to 0. If z2 is 0, then this will be undefined. Next property is property number 7. इसमें क्या है? Modulus of z1 plus z2 is always less than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 and is always greater than or equal to modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 whole modulus. This is property number 7. अब हम इसका प्रूफ करते हैं. Okay, so for proof what you will do, we'll take this term modulus of z1 plus z2 modulus. हम इसका स्क्वायर कर रहे हैं. Whenever we are getting modulus square, so we'll use property number 4, that is modulus of z square equal to z bar. Okay, whenever we are getting modulus z square, so we'll use this property. So here also we have modulus and we have square, so what you will do, this one will use z1 plus z2, okay, into z1 plus z2 conjugate. This will come. तो यहाँ पर हम conjugate की property use करेंगे. तो what will come? z1 plus z2. Okay, here we can separate conjugate. So what will come? z1 bar plus z2 bar. अब हम इसको multiply करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? z1 bar plus z1 z2 bar plus z2 z1 bar plus z2 z2 bar. Okay, so this one is what? z1 bar. Okay, so here is what z bar. Z bar we can have modulus of z square. So this one we can write as what modulus of z1 square plus this one we can write as what z1 z2 bar plus this one we are writing as what z1 z2 bar whole bar plus this one we are writing modulus of z2 square. Okay, so this will come what modulus of z1 square plus this term we can write as what 2 times real part of z1 z2 bar. This also we have done in conjugate property. So this will come 2 times real part of z1 z2 bar plus modulus of z2 bar. Now we have to find out real part of z1 z2 bar. Okay, उसके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम z1 को लिख सकते हैं modulus of z1 into e power eta theta, where theta is what argument of z1. This is Euler's form of z1. Similarly, z2 bar we can write as what modulus of z2 bar into e power eta phi, where phi is what argument of z2 bar. Now we will multiply this one. So what will come z1 z2 bar equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. Here we are using properties of modulus. Okay, into e power eta theta into e power eta phi. This will come. So this one we can write what z1 z2 bar equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into e power eta theta plus phi. This will come. So this one we can write what z1 z2 bar equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. This one we can write as what cos of theta plus phi plus eta sine of theta plus phi. This one we can write. From here we can see that real part of z1 z2 bar, real part of z1 z2 bar is nothing but what modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into cos of theta plus phi. This will come. So real part of z1 z2 bar is what this one. This value we will put here. तो क्या आएगा modulus of z1 plus z2 whole square equal to modulus of z1 square plus 2 times real part of z1 z2 bar. So this is modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into cos of theta plus phi. Modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into cos of theta plus phi plus modulus of z2 square. Okay, so modulus of z1 plus z2 whole square is equal to this one. Okay, now we know that cos of theta plus phi is always less than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to minus 1. This we know. अब हम क्या करेंगे, यहां पर हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. If you multiply 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2, there is no change in inequality because both are what positive. So if you multiply this one, what will come? Minus 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 is less than or equal to 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into cos of theta plus phi is less than or equal to 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. This will come. Okay, अब हम क्या करेंगे, इस इक्वेशन में ऐड करेंगे modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square. Okay, so what will come? Modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square minus 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 is less than or equal to modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square plus 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into cos of theta plus phi is less than or equal to modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square plus 2 times modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. This will come. After adding this one, we will get this one. Now this one we can revert modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 whole square is less than or equal to, and this one is nothing but modulus of z1 plus z2 whole square is less than or equal to, and this one we can write is what modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 whole square. अब हम क्या ले रहे हैं, स्क्वायर रूट. Square root. So what will come? Root over modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 whole square is less than or equal to root over modulus of z1 plus z2 whole square is less than or equal to root over modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 whole square. This will come. Okay, हमें ये पता है root over a square is nothing but what modulus of a. So this will come out modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. This will come is less than or equal to, this will come out modulus of z1 plus z2 modulus is less than or equal to, this will come out modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2 modulus. This will come. Okay, so this will come out as it is modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 modulus is less than or equal to, we know that this quantity is what positive, so we can remove this modulus. Okay, because inside quantity is what positive, so this one we can add modulus of z1 plus z2 modulus. This is property of modulus is less than or equal to, similarly these two are also positive, so inside quantity is positive, so this one we can add what modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. This will come. So this is property number 7. Next we are discussing equality condition. Okay, when these two are equal, we have taken that cos of theta plus phi is always greater than equal to -1 and less than equal to 1. Now here, if cos of theta plus phi equal to -1, that means these two are equal. If cos of theta plus phi is what -1, then these two are equal. So from here we can say that theta plus phi equal to cos inverse -1. Okay, and cos inverse -1 is nothing but pi. Okay, so we can say that theta plus phi equal to what? Pi. Okay, and theta is what? Argument of z1 plus phi is what? Argument of z2 bar. Okay, so argument of z1 plus argument of z2 bar should be what? Pi. Then we can say that these two are equal. Next is what? When these two are equal, if cos of theta plus phi equal to 1, then we can say that these two are equal. So for this one, this is the condition. So from here we can say that theta plus phi equal to cos inverse 1. Okay, and cos inverse 1 argument, cos inverse 1 we can say 0. So theta plus phi equal to 0. So argument of z1 plus argument of z2 bar equal to 0. Then we can say that these two are equal. So this is condition for equality.